Gonna get an apartment down here? A house?
I want a house, but as long as I got someone to say, I don't even care. You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why this M is on the left side. You get what I'm saying? Why is the M on the left side and why the M ain't on the right side? That's how you know. You know, the things that they be telling us to do, like the right way and whatnot, or to wait on this and wait on that. That's how you know that's not even, you know, waiting on certain things ain't right. Because I guarantee you, the man that made McDonald's, he didn't wait to create his business. He didn't wait. You get what I'm saying? So when people make you wait, it's kind of like while you're waiting, you're getting old, you're getting lazy, or you get what I'm saying? While you waiting, all those things are happening to you when it comes down to your mind, when it comes down to your health, when it comes down to every type of thing. You get what I'm saying? That's why when people be like, wait, I be like, what's the wait for? You get what I'm saying? Like waiting doesn't benefit anyone. What it do? But yeah, like I said, waiting doesn't benefit anyone. And I feel like the man who created McDonald's know that. That's why he put the M on the left side. You get what I'm saying? But oh, what was so funny is my love, at the orientation. At the orientation, they was playing this commercial, and my love, it was so funny because the other day when I was up in his living room just playing around, I was doing this dance that they wanted him doing on the commercial, but it was so funny. I was like, oh my gosh, it was too funny. And I said, that's how you know I'm at the right place at the right time. You get what I'm saying? Like I feel like everything is divinely guided. I feel like everything was divinely orchestrated. And then not only that, the greatest thing is that they offer what to do. They offer daily pay, they offer education, they offer so many things for you to be smart, educated, and paid at the same time. Versus, like I said, trying to quote unquote do things the right way. Because sometimes if you try to do things the right way, you'll get left. You get what I'm saying? Like that's just, you know, that's just how it is. And that's literally how I'm seeing life now. If you try to do things the right way, you'll get left. Because you'll eventually see that the left side is not bad. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes on the left side, you got to do things on your own. You got to go by your own instinct. You got to learn your lessons and understand that trying to do things by by your parents' standards, because your parents done certain things in life and they feel like, okay, that's the right way to do certain things. But sometimes that's why you'll have kids, you know, that's why God will give you kids that do the opposite of what you do. You get what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like, you'll be like, hold on. You know, I've been doing things the right way my whole life and I never got left. You get what I'm saying? Like I never got left because I was doing things the right way. But then when you try to do things the left way, it's like you can't get, you know what I mean? It's like you can't get right. You know, I'm gonna always talk because see, I noticed too, the people that be on the right side, they want you to suffer in silence. You get what I'm saying? And me personally, God gave us a voice to talk. God gave us a beautiful voice. So with that being said, why not talk? You get what I'm saying? Like, why not talk? Just because they said, oh, it's silence and it's power in silence, but it's also power in speaking. Because I promise you, a lot of people have suffered in silence, and I will not be one of those people. You are God is out every day. Period. Look, excuse me, ma'am. Look, McDonald's is so funny. They said McDonald's come up with so many commercials, right? And they was like, yeah, McDonald's come up with all these wonderful commercials to listen to and look at. They need to make an excuse me, ma'am commercial. Bro, that'll be so freaking funny. Excuse me, ma'am. What come on a sausage biscuit? That is too funny. Why you won't work? Yes, then I got this event party or something like that on the 31st. And it's so weird because it literally seems like every time I get a job somewhere, they literally have a party as soon as I get paid or something like that. After my first check or around my first check, they have like a little party. The lady was like, oh yeah, they have two. She was like, they have two parties a year when it comes down to McDonald's. Then not only that, McDonald's is definitely my second job ever in life. And it's like, what's wild is McDonald's is everywhere. That's why it's so good to keep good with them. You get what I'm saying? It's so good to keep good with them. And that's why I'm glad I do. Like anytime I ever left McDonald's or whatever the case is, and there's a couple times that I didn't leave with a 2 weeks notice, but at my last couple of jobs, I leave with a 2 weeks notice or they'll just fire me for no reason. You get what I'm saying? But if they fire you, how some jobs they fire you for no reason and they can't put you on the do not hire list because, they fired you for, whatever reason, how they felt. You get what I'm saying? So I'm always rehireable. I always know how to work. I always find the good jobs. And then not only that, McDonald's offer daily pay. And then since I'm an adult, I can work, full time. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, my check, I'm always have me some money. And I don't have to worry about what I was worrying about in Oklahoma, like people getting me fired and all this and that type of stuff. Because McDonald's is a job that they have a solid foundation. You know what I'm saying? They have a solid foundation. And with that being said, my love, I'm glad I made the choice that I did make. And I'm glad I chose the path that I did choose. And I'm glad that I didn't let people get in my head about who I am and how beautiful I am, or, even when it comes down to business and stuff like that. It's even making me want to, partner with McDonald's. Like when I get some money, like I promise you, when I get some money, I'm going to try to buy a McDonald's. At least just one of them. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to buy one. And then, yeah, they said in Arizona too, when they was doing a little orientation, they said in Arizona, they got a McDonald's with a blue arch on it. I said, oh, that is so nice because I never even saw that in real life. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know where it is in Arizona, but they said in Arizona, they got a McDonald's with a blue arch on it. And one day I'm gonna have me a McDonald's that's kind of unique looking like that. So people be like, oh, I want to go to that McDonald's with the blue arch, just to see it. You know what I'm saying? Just to see it and take a picture of it because it's not common that you see that.
Hey guys.
But yes, they got a little
Wait.
Well, no, don't do no spells on me because I promise you, you're gonna be upset because you're not gonna get the result that you wanted. You understand? Because everything you do to me against my will, I don't agree with things that are against my will. You understand what I'm saying? You're trying to force me in a direction or force me to like a person or force me to do something, then guess what? I will never like a person. I will never do what y'all want me to do because you're trying to force me. Because I can tell, like, when it comes down to what I want to do, I know when I'm being forced to do something. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, no, you're not going to make me do something just because y'all want me to do something. You get what I'm saying? That's funny. Right. That's how everybody needs to think from this point on. Like, why are these people trying to force you in a direction? You get what I'm saying? Like, don't force me to do nothing. Don't force me to date somebody or don't even convince me to date somebody. Because guess what? Sometimes haven't y'all, if y'all been watching me all this time, you'll see that they be trying to force me to date certain people, force friends on me, and try to just force all these things on me. And what the reason why it never worked is because guess what? It was never a genuine feeling. You get what I'm saying? It was never a genuine feeling and it was never a genuine connection. You know what I'm saying? Like when they try to force you to date somebody, it's kind of like they want you to date this person for whatever benefits them. And it's like, okay, me dating him benefits y'all, but me dating him doesn't benefit me. You get what I'm saying? That's why I like who I like and I don't like who I don't like. You get what I'm saying? It's a reason why I don't like certain people and it's a reason why I like certain people. Because people that you don't like, they be trying to force their way. They be trying to force their way in your life. They want to marry this person in your family because they want to have some type of connection towards you. And it's like, okay, you can marry anybody in my family, but that still doesn't mean you're going to have a connection, a direct connection towards me. You get what I'm saying? Like that still wouldn't mean that. That's why I asked you, yeah, don't do nothing. Don't do no rituals, no spells on me, because I'm telling you, it's not going to turn out how you want it. That's why y'all should just leave me and my energy alone. Y'all need to stop trying to force my hand in certain ways, in certain directions and whatnot. Y'all got to stop trying to force my hand. Because I'm telling you, y'all try to force my hand, they be like, damn, she done backfired on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, it's just like, don't force my hand when it comes down to certain things. Like, you know, I want to work. I want to pay my bills. I want to get like nice furniture. I want to get a wash and dryer. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want to get nice things in life. I want to work to get my things. And the reason why I want to work to get my things is so I know for a fact I don't have to lay on my back or be in third party situations or be, I got two women and things. You get what I'm saying? Like to me, that's not even nothing cute to brag about. Like these men be bragging about having multiple wives and stuff. That's not cute to me. That is not cute to me at all. I do not like the thought of, oh, you got to share your man with somebody that you don't even like just because that's what he likes. You get what I'm saying? He likes that. So therefore you got to share because that's what he likes. No, you get what I'm saying? Like if my feelings don't come first, or if my emotions and stuff don't come first, or you get what I'm saying, then it's just like, especially in a relationship, you get what I'm saying? My feelings don't come first in a relationship, then it's like, okay, well, you know, it's like, what are we in a relationship for if you ain't listening to what I'm saying? Why do you want to be around me if you don't listen to what I say? You just want to come near me just so you feel like you can mimic my energy. But those mimic my energy days are over with because I see right through those type of people. You get what I'm saying? I will never be friends with somebody who mimics my energy. I will never be lovers with anybody who mimics my energy. If you're not an original person and you're not authentic. If you're not authentic, then I don't want to be around you. If you're not authentic, I don't want to be your friend. If you're not authentic, I don't want to be your lover.
Let's play Battle Royale.
But who is that? Britney Spears? She said, if you want to be my lover, first you got to be my friend. And that's how I feel about a lover nowadays. If you don't have time to be my friend, then you sure ain't got time to be my lover. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I've been in Oklahoma for 5 years. I didn't meet a solid friend. You get what I'm saying? I didn't meet a solid friend in Oklahoma, and I didn't meet a solid lover in Oklahoma at all. The people that I ran across, the people that I met have been undercovers, undercover gay, undercover cops, undercover just all, you know what I'm saying? Like, they've been under the covers. And, you know, just, and me personally, I don't like that. I don't like undercover people like that because it's like, okay, this man had to go undercover to get some truth that he could have just simply asked for. You get what I'm saying? Like he simply could have asked for the truth, but he had to go undercover to do all these wicked things and move this person here, move that there and whatnot. You get what I'm saying? He had to do all those wicked things when all he could have do was sit and ask for the truth.
You want to play? No! Cause Jacqueline. If that's even your real name.
You talking about if that's her real name? You been so funny.
Oh, I already told you how I found out that Case wasn't his real name. Remember, Jalen? I don't know if you remember. Or no, it wasn't you. It was me, Lakin, and Case. And we was in Lakin's room. And I was like, and I think they said something, and then like, I was like, that's not your name. Like, nah.
But
I was like, what? Lucius. I mean, no. Wait, yeah.
They is so funny.
I think yeah, Lucius.
And they's cousins over there gossiping like that. That's not his real name. His real name is what's I call it. Damn, so good. Like he was lying about his name, y'all. But anywho, yeah, my love. But yeah, they do got this little party going on, and it's free for the employees. And I think they said it from like 12 to 7, but I just gotta sign up for it. So because I think if I sign up for it that day, then they're not gonna schedule me to work. Because literally, why would they have a party for people and then schedule them to work the same day?
Oh my days, we're always going here. We're always getting killed.
But yeah, I'm gonna sign up for that motherfucking party. I'm gonna be in an arcade playing laser tag on y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm be laser tag. I'm be bowling on y'all. Y'all remember that time I was going bowling? I was on TikTok. And I was going bowling, and I had scored. I think I had 77 points. I'm like 7. That was me saying that. And then literally, those people that was energy harvest off me, they was literally like, man, when I tell you, them people have stolen so much from me, and they haven't paid me nothing for it. They are some thieves. That's why I promise you, I don't care about that son. I don't care about that son at all, honey. That boy is a liar. That boy is a liar. What they saying? There's some song they got that said that. That boy is a liar. That boy is a liar. That boy is a liar. Don't believe shit he say. That boy is a liar. That boy is a liar. That boy is a liar. Don't believe shit he say. But anywho, but yeah, I just had to tell you about that. And then, yeah, like I said, McDonald's is, I know people be like, I keep working at McDonald's or whatever, but like I said, no matter where you go at, no matter what state you go, if you want a job quick, McDonald's is always available to hire folks. Like literally, it's an easy job to get no matter where you go. If you need money real quick, because like I said, I ran out of my last $40. Like I want to say, shit. Almost about a week ago, but hell, I only been over here in this state for 2 weeks. And literally, I went and applied for McDonald's like my first week here and literally got the job like soon as I walked in there. Soon as I walked in there, had my interview, I literally had got a job within like 4 days. But wound up going to Mississippi, so I had to wait to start working this week. I used to work for McDonald's. It was my second job. It's a good, man, there's so many benefits, man. Like you can, if you want to go back to school and everything like that, they pay for some of that. If you want to do, like, man, McDonald's is a good job to have. Like I pulled, my shift was 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. Yeah, that sounds like somebody been all in my business because that's the shift I used to work. And that's why I don't like, that's literally why I don't like that guy, because all he do is turn around and try to get people to mimic my energy. And I don't like that. It's like, damn. You hate me that bad to the point where you don't want me to get my own money that I work for, my own energy. You know what I'm saying? He's not paying me what my energy weighs because it's heavy. But you gonna work with me if I come up there? No, because I already work there. So it's gonna be you working with me. And that's the thing with some of these men. I already was working there. I already had my own mindset. I had my own blueprint, my own game plan going on. And these people tried to strip me of my own blueprint, try to strip me of my own energy and my own game plan just so they can put their self in the middle of my life.
Yeah, she came back tomorrow.
But see, that's why I wanted like even Brahms. Like I kid you not, Brahms is good to work like 5 to what it was, 5:30 to like 12 or 1. That was perfect because I kid you not, you could work that in the morning, then work some in the evening, especially just say if you didn't want anything nighttime. Cause see me, I like working overnight. Ain't that weird? I love working overnight because I be up all night. I sleep through the day. Do you like the taste of the big arch sandwich? They don't even have that. Understood. Yeah. Like I'm telling you, I like to work. I like to be up all night for some weird reason. But they used to be my work schedule. Like when I worked at the casino, I used to work all night. But literally, and it's so weird because listen, I guess because when that sun out, he get the bullshitting around. That's why I like working at night because literally at night it's more peaceful. You know, everything runs smooth. You get what I'm saying? Like everything runs smooth, and then you have a lot of work to do. You get what I'm saying? So therefore, it's kind of like the night shift go by fast too, if you ask me. Yeah, I got one kid. Michigan ain't on nothing for real. No, because maybe Michigan don't have their own energy. They walking in other people's energy because they want to feel loved and liked and stuff. I noticed that about certain people. They don't, that's why they try to take other people's energy and souls. That's why I would never sell my soul. And you know what? Let me tell you something. I feel like my soul has been retrieved by me. And the reason why my soul was retrieved back by me was because for one, I did a soul retrieval. Then for two, it's like I'm not letting these people tell me to wait. You get what I'm saying? Like as soon as they like, wait on this, like how they took my YouTube channel, took my money and all that stuff. I jumped out the window. You get what I'm saying? I jumped out the window back in my own energy. You get what I'm saying? Because literally, that's what happened. They tried to take me out my energy. I jumped out the window, got back in my own. And that's how you supposed to do it. You ain't supposed to look. I was thinking about when I was telling y'all how I jumped out the window that one time. They were trying to tell me to wait. You get what I'm saying? Because I remember in the spiritual realm on the other side, it was a woman and then a man. And then I'm standing right next to this man, but I'm coming out like this. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see when I can, you know what I'm saying? When I can double dutch out this window. You get what I'm saying? I need the perfect moment to double dutch out this window. You get what I'm saying? And then I kid you not, I jumped out there. I jumped up out of it. Soon as I think it was this guy on the other side. I think he did the same thing too. But I don't know where he went. But I promise you, my love, I jumped out the window. And then that reminded me of that song. I'm jumping out the window with this one. He said, I'm jumping out the window with this one. Because, honey, when I tell you, I'm telling you, my spirit is not dumb. You get what I'm saying? My spirit is not dumb at all. It's like, why we waiting? We sit around here waiting, being quiet. No.
6, 7.
What are we waiting for? Jump out the window on that egg.
Yo, did y'all look at the score? It says 6, 7.
And that's how I had to do it, and that's what I recommend everybody to do.
6, 7.
Because these people, they tried to jump out the window on me, but guess what? I embodied every last one of them. I embodied every last one of them.
I will. I'll do it.
Look, Jinx knock on wood. I don't know why I had to say that. Because guess what? I'm not letting them people, you know, try to overtake me how they did. Even when it comes down to a mindset, because that's literally what it is. It's like them people try to poison your mind. They be trying to get you to follow their lead and stuff. But it's like, my love, it's like if I follow your lead, I would get nowhere. You get what I'm saying? Like if I follow your lead, I'll be sitting there in silence, suffering. Kept saying, shh. Why? Because y'all want to steal from me in silence? Y'all want me to be quiet so y'all can steal from me. Where my large?
Ooh, we got arc lighting. Wow.
That wig is attached to the headband. No, it's not. I just don't have no my wig glue My wig glue is in Oklahoma, all at home and stuff. And I thought I had wound up buying some here, but I don't know what happened to it. I ain't even cut the I ain't cut the lace yet until I got the glue. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just doing a smart thing as far as keeping the band on, and whatnot. Because therefore you wouldn't be able to tell because it's actually cute. Sounds like you from the South. You better know it. I forgot why I was in Mississippi. I should have asked them for some brisket. Cause they know how to cook too. Huh?
Jayla said hey.
Till I said what it do.
You heard that, Jayla?
But yeah, I should have got me some brisket.
Yeah, she said what it do.
What else do I miss from Mississippi? Oh, the brisket, the red beans with the meat in it. I mean, not the red beans. No, it's baked beans. So the brisket, the baked beans, and the potato salad.
Here, wait, Jayla,
and the macaroni too.
Stop moving. There you go. Now you can move.
People be trying to stir you off your path that will lead you to prosperity. Yeah, because my love, when I was in Oklahoma, like before they attacked me when I was in the projects, I was literally, learning my Bible. I was getting in that type of, you know what I'm saying? I was getting in that type of energy. I was praying, I was meditating and whatnot. You get what I'm saying? I was doing all that while I was in Oklahoma, but I was looking for a church that I could learn from. But you know what? I'm kind of glad they attacked me while I was in that energy because my love, it made me understand that, I can't learn from everybody. And everybody doesn't have the same type of mindset. Everybody doesn't have the same perspective. Everybody doesn't even have the same learning technique. Why do y'all rather struggle and stay single wearing wigs and weaves and lashes? Okay, yeah. Your comment doesn't matter. But cause guess what? Long as I got me some money, cause hell, guess what? I haven't really been able to buy wigs. I haven't been able to buy nice things. Like even a pair of nice tennis shoes. I haven't even bought me a pair of nice tennis shoes because I've been struggling. I've been trying to work and just like pretty much working to pay bills. And then if I do have like a little bit of money to, buy me a twisted tea or some wheat or something, then that's what I'll do that then. You get what I'm saying? That would literally be my fun time. Literally my fun time was turning the music on, dancing in the living room, playing in my heels and all that type of stuff. Like that was my fun time. I didn't really just have time to travel, pay my car off. Like I was like, each time I had a vehicle, I was like this close to paying my car off before like weird stuff happened, like a freak accident. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime I'd be like, oh, I'm excited. I done had my car for a year. Like I had wound up getting the car from the car lot and it was $800 down. But the man, he said he wanted $1,000 down for it. But I wound up paying $800 down. And then my first 2 weeks, like after I got my check from working at 7-Eleven, I wound up giving him another $200. And then, and he let me, I'm talking about he gave me a nice, it was a decent car. But I wanted to pay that car off. You get what I'm saying? I wanted to pay that car off so bad. Like I literally had that car for 11 months. The day I was like, because I got on YouTube saying it, it's so weird because I didn't know that this lady was hating on me like that. I did not know that. And that's disgusting for her to be so evil and wicked like that, my love. I did not know that lady was evil like that. But my love, literally, I get on YouTube and I say, oh, y'all, I'm so happy I done had my car for 11 months. I've been paying my notes on time and I've been working. You get what I'm saying? Because I kept my job for a long time. I've been working and whatnot, paying my car note, paying my bills, because literally I don't have an issue at all with paying my bills as long as I have a job. But the only issue that I had paying bills was when they kept getting me fired from my job. They kept following me around town thinking that they running me or something. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what was wrong with them people thinking that they was running me, thinking that I was going to fall victim to whatever else everybody else fell victim to. Because you know how some people, they be like, oh, they keep getting fired from jobs and woo, and they not knowing what to do next. You get what I'm saying? But me personally, I'm like, okay, demons. Yes, that's exactly what they are. They are demons. Some things you got to do in secret, but people be speaking destruction over what you're trying to do. But the thing is, though, as long as I continue moving forward, because I get on here because I'm a real one. You get what I'm saying? Like literally, they destroyed my YouTube channel after what? Maybe, like I said, I didn't even have my YouTube channel for a year. I wasn't making the proper money that I wanted to make for a year, my love. They destroyed my stuff. You get what I'm saying? They destroyed it because they felt like, because some of the people that I knew, let me tell you, that's what it be. Because some of the people that was on, my love, half them people wasn't even on YouTube. They wasn't on TikTok. They wasn't doing nothing until they saw me doing it. And they felt like, because I didn't even know they was attacking me my whole life. I did not know they was doing that to me my whole entire life. I did not know it. I did not know it. And that's the sad part. I literally was the first one I got on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok and all. Out of all my mama kids, I was the one on YouTube first making the money. I was on TikTok making the money. You get what I'm saying? And then they tried to boot me out the way and get somebody that they can run and you know what I'm saying? Somebody that they can manipulate to get in my position. That's why they have been keeping me stagnant. That's why it's been issues paying bills and all. That's why I'm not keeping those people's secrets. I promise you. I promise you. I'm not keeping their secrets at all. And I will never be their friend. I will never be their friend. Because if they did that to me, my love, I'm pretty sure they've done that to a lot of people. They're like career killers. They're career killers. They're dream killers and all that type of stuff. And it's just like, they're not going to have me in a environment or a position to where they want to demonize me or, you know, because that's literally what they tried to do. They tried to demonize me because I have an attitude. I have an attitude because I've been knowing what they've been doing. And it's like, I be saying what they be doing. I be saying it. You get what I'm saying? But then it's like, nobody believes me because they're good manipulators. They can make it seem like something that it ain't. For an example, the bills getting cut off and stuff, right? But literally when the next door neighbor had moved by me, that's when all my mail started mysteriously going to their mailbox. My mail just started mysteriously coming up missing all of a sudden. Even when I stayed in the projects, my mail was coming up missing because they was bothering me then. But see, they was doing it in a way where I couldn't see them in the projects. You get what I'm saying? They also poisoned me when I stayed in the project. That's why I couldn't see. Then when I started getting in church and stuff and I started praying, and it's like, you know, that's why I was crying. I was on live one day. It was on my other channel. I was in the dark and I was crying on live and I was like, I couldn't see. You get what I'm saying? And I was crying because like, I'm not an evil person. I'm not a wicked person. I ain't nothing that these people try to make me out to be. But okay, yeah, I do have an attitude, but I don't have an attitude problem though. You understand? I have an attitude, yes, but I do not have an attitude problem. I know how to talk when I'm in public. I know what to do when I'm in public. But when people are behind the scenes trying to manipulate me, I have no tolerance for manipulation. I have no tolerance for people trying to control me against my will. And then them people talking about some, you got to give your kid up and this and that. No, I don't have to give my kid up. They weird with that. They weird with it. Do you not know how many people have sacrificed their kids? Just because they listen to the people lie? And then that kid that you gave up, you'll never get that kid. You get what I'm saying? That's how you know. And you know what? I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, what they do is they want the kid that you created, you know what I'm saying, with whoever you created your kid with, they want you to destroy that so you can build a bloodline with them. You get what I'm saying? Girl, you sound crazy. Good boy. No, I don't sound crazy. Well, you know what? I probably do. But it makes sense to me. You know what? I might sound crazy, but guess what? Y'all sound crazy by the manipulation and the control that y'all do. You're smart. They hate when you have questions and start thinking, period. Because guess what? I'm always, when it comes down to sense, I'm going to always make it. And that's one thing they hate about it. Because guess what? Everybody else folded. Everybody else decided to like gather up with them to go against their family, gather up with them to sacrifice their children and whatnot. Me personally, I would never gather up with them people to sacrifice my kids, my family, anything like that. I would never do it.
Do you want it or do you?
No, that's crazy. crazy if he doesn't know about them demons. Yeah. Cause guess what? My love? I peeped everything. My Bible helped. Boy, when I tell you, I know it was ancestors and stuff on the other side helping me, but I know for a fact this Bible also saved my life. This Bible saved my life, saved my mind from destruction, saved my heart from destruction and everything. And like I said, that's why I like this cross. People be like, oh, you gonna hang yourself on the cross or whatever. No, that's why I like the cross, because it says, the cross says things without saying it. You get what I'm saying? The cross says things without saying it. And then let me tell you something. If we was to be in a world full of silence, do you not know, if we was to be in a world full of silence and waiting, just because they said wait, do you not know people would have never built their houses? Them husbands would have never built their house for their wife. Them husbands would have never them husbands would have never got off their ass. You get what I'm saying? They would have never got off their ass to go find their wives. They would have never got off their ass to even support their wife or nurture or protect their wife. You get what I'm saying? It's like these people want you to sit around and go against your wife. They want you to go against your husband. They want you to go against your kids just so they can have something to talk about. Don't nobody tell you that you crazy. It's people out here working just to destroy others' reputation, success, family, and more. Yes. That's why I'm telling y'all. That's why I said, that's why they banned me and they don't want to hear me talk. But yet those people that was copying my energy, my love, that's why they repeated everything I said. Even on the podcast, I know the guy that was on the podcast stealing my energy, the girl and the boy that was on there. I saw them. I saw what they were doing. And you think that the people tried to pay my light bill? You think the people tried to pay my car off? They ain't try to do none of that. And they ain't try to do that. They never had the intention on it, because guess what? I sub just to support you. Thank you, my love. They never had any intention on being honest. They never had any intention on being truthful. You get what I'm saying? All they want to do is worry about, oh, what she did in the third grade. Oh, she did this. Oh, you got to go get that piece of candy back. You got to do this. You got to do that. We're not going to let you live that down. Well, guess what? You're not going to let me live it down, but I done already lived it down. I don't live in the past. So y'all live in the past. That's y'all. You get what I'm saying? They want you to pay for something that is irrelevant to you. You get what I'm saying? Because people have committed murders, adultery, rape. They have committed all type of demonic sin. And they say, oh, you didn't hold up for your end of the bargain. Oh, I been dead. Y'all just didn't. Y'all wasn't listening. Y'all wasn't paying attention. So with that being said, I moved on. No. They want to make you look like a bad person to justify treating you like that. Yes, and they can't justify it, because guess what? I will never let them put me in a category to be a bad person. Now, maybe when I was young and defenseless, they could have done that. And they did do that. You get what I'm saying? Young and defenseless me, yeah. They could treat me like that. They did that. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm an adult now and I see the truth. And guess what? Any of those demonic people and demonic persons, they just need to leave me alone at this point. You get what I'm saying? They don't need to be coming around me, bothering me. They don't even need to be sending nobody that they know to come by me at all. They don't need to send nobody that they know. Because I promise you, if the man that I'm with, if he don't believe in Jesus, then he needs to go about his business. You get what I'm saying? If he think he's a God, then guess what? If he's a God without God, see, that's the thing. If he's a God without God, I don't trust him. He could be a God with God and I'll trust him. But if he's a God without God, I don't trust him. And I will never tell him my business. They'll be thinking that, oh, get close to that person just to see what, man, I promise you, my mind is clear. My mind is clear. Them folks will be trying to create something off me. They'll be just sitting there like, let me in your energy. Let me in your energy. Hell no. Because y'all was in my energy before. Y'all played over me and y'all manipulated me. Y'all didn't give me nothing. Y'all would have been satisfied. They would have been satisfied, my love, if I would have turned out to be a bum sitting outside with all my stuff, not knowing where to go next. They would have been satisfied with that. Give me a double cheese and a small fry. Okay, do you want onions on that? And that's why I be sitting like this. Cause I was in an orientation, I had to sit like this. I'm like, these people try to have me. Cause that's what they want. They want to make it seem like, oh, you're crazy and woo to woo. But even if I was crazy, does that make me psycho though? You get what I'm saying? Like, does that make me psycho? Glad you saw the light and woke up to these vampires. Yes. Now I want a Big Mac and some fries. Okay, period. Oh, look. Let me tell y'all something too. Okay, so I have a name tag. So look, if y'all ever come to where I'm working at to get you a Big Mac or some fries, make sure y'all keep y'all receipt and do y'all survey. Because they said every time somebody do a survey, I get $5 on my check. And you know, them people in Oklahoma been stealing all my money and my resources. So I'm gonna need that back. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna need that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna need that. So make sure y'all do the surveys. Give me a Whopper. You is too funny. I got something close. I got something close to a Whopper for you. I got something similar. Never too late to go to your local recruitment office and take practice.
Oh no, Phantom.
But yeah, I can't do that though. I tried. There's a couple things that I have to get done in life first, but it's like I said, when I always try to go do that, it's just like, oh, I got a bill to pay, I gotta find a job, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I always gotta focus on a job. I always gotta focus on working. I will, because you have used your period. Thank you. Yeah, just make sure every time you go to the Mickey D's or whatever, every time you go to the Mickey D's and get I don't give a doggone if it is a cup of drink. You get what I'm saying? If you get a cup of drink from McDonald's and you get a receipt, make sure you do a survey and put my name on it, because I'm gonna get $5 for every time you do that. Then not only that, they was talking about 401k. They was talking about 401k too, and I never did that. I never did 401k. I don't think. I don't know if I did. I think I did 401k before, but McDonald's is a flexible place. Like even Brahms is like, the Brahms in Oklahoma was even weird, because the guy at Brahms, I wanted to work only in the morning, but he hired that guy. He hired that guy. I'm telling y'all, man, he hired that guy. Yes. And then they kept, trying to be around me or whatever. But I don't know why did he hire that guy for them to be around me like that? I don't know what they were doing that for. That's why I left that job. You get what I'm saying? That's exactly why I left that job. But I only wanted to work mornings. Okay. You get what I'm saying? From like 5:30 to 1. And the reason why, because I was riding that bike. You get what I'm saying? I'm riding that bike to work every day. I didn't want to ride that bike at like 8 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock just to get to Brahms. And then there's so much traffic and so much more stuff going on. Like at 5 o'clock in the morning, me walking there, me not having a car, it wasn't nobody, literally, there's nobody on the streets around that time. So it's like I had plenty of time, plenty of room to get to Brahms early in the morning. And then around 1 p.m., it wasn't that much, it wasn't that much traffic. It wasn't that much going on the streets or the sidewalk. So I was able to get home. You was walking 3 hours? No. But yeah. The bike keeps you healthy. But you know what's so weird about the bike? Because on my iPhone, I'm thinking that it's going to count my pedals or my whatever. It don't even count on the bike. It counts if you walk. Yeah, ride a bike. You ride a bike to work. I did when I was in Oklahoma, because I literally was going to McDonald's. Man, that's why I said that son ain't nothing to trust. You can't trust that person. Cause if he do weird things, he does weird things. If he don't get his way, he'll torture you. And that's pretty much what was going on. If that guy didn't get his way, he was torturing me the whole time. And that's why I don't trust him. I can buy a car for you. Yes, but I want to kill Soul though. I want to kill Soul, probably a white one or a black one. Ooh, or a red one. But I'll take a silver one if they have that. But actually I want a purple one. Actually, you know what? I can get a white one and put purple paint on it. Or the what you call it? The sticker. You know what I'm talking about? The sticker that goes on the car, but it'll change the car's whole color. Yeah, my mama be saying that. Whatever. That's what my mama say.
I interact with the characters over here.
But yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I want to get this check, and then they got a $500 bonus too. If you I think they said if you work for 3 months, like 25 hours a week, you get a $500 bonus, $5 per survey. And then it's so weird because I don't know if I was supposed to come here to this state because literally I made a song about De Niro, and literally every time I go somewhere, they got a cash place called De Niro Loans or something like that. It's just so weird. Like I just feel like I was meant to be here. Everyone else here to say, yeah, you're right. And you know what? I have to stop paying attention to the haters and pay attention to the people that support me more, because literally I know that son have done wicked to other people. He's done wicked to others. And it's kind of like when us women get in situations like when we turn a man down or when we don't want to be with a certain man, he should learn to accept that. You get what I'm saying? He should learn to accept that everybody doesn't like him. You get what I'm saying? He should accept that. Instead of trying to make everybody not like a certain person because he got what power or money or something like that. Because to me, that's bizarre. Do you not know how many men have turned me down or men just ignore me or don't talk to me? Do you think I tried to make them men life hard because they didn't want to be with me? Like I didn't make them men life hard at all, because guess what? Give me your contact information. Keep your plans to yourself so the entities don't attach them anyway. But it's weird because I'm a content creator, and that's the thing. Like, I guess it's just weird. It's like them people, they got their certain people they protect, and then they got certain people that they just out to hurt. And that's the sad part. Like, damn. They do not treat everybody the same at all. I don't have any contact information though. Cause that phone is broken. That phone is broke. I'm not getting no more iPhones. Like I'm done with the iPhone game. I'm not getting no more iPhones. Number 5. Anyways, number 5. Yep, I noticed people have been putting on my heartstrings, my love. That's why I've been having to keep my mind off of like the heart space. You get what I mean? I've been like focusing, and I ain't trying to fall in love. I ain't trying to get in no connection with nobody. I'm here to work, pay my bills, and you know, and grow closer to God, whichever way I can. You get what I'm saying? I promise you when I say I don't want no friends, no none of that. Like especially you know, if I be like, okay, they with that person, they with that tall, light-skinned person. And I know that tall, light-skinned person don't like me. And I know that the boy, all that person that's connected to them don't deal with me. They don't like me. So with that being said, they just gonna have to leave me alone. But anyway, another thing too, I was on my phone and I was talking to, I don't know if I was talking to somebody, but that's how I know my phone been tapped, right? So I went to like 3 or 4, like remember I was telling y'all in Oklahoma, I had like 10 interviews in 1 week, right? And I was like, I got online and I was saying that, oh, I got like all these interviews this week. I know I'm gonna get a job. You get what I'm saying? That's when I still had my car. My car was not have been told or anything if them people would not have been playing like that. So guess what? I said, I was like, yeah, I got like 5 to 10 interviews, 7 interviews this week or whatever. I know I'm gonna get a job. So therefore I knew I wasn't gonna lose my car. I knew that I was gonna be able to pay my bills and whatnot. But man, when I tell you I went to McDonald's, they kept telling me to come back the next day, come back this day, come back that day. I'm like, hold on. Then that's when I realized that I was on the phone talking to somebody. And that guy, he thought he was smart or he thought he was clever. And he was using those people to be like, well, the manager ain't here this week. Come back this day. Come back that day. And knowing damn well after they did something, they wound up taking my car from me. So I had to donate blood to get a bus ticket. You get what I'm saying? To go to certain interviews after they took my car. So with that being said, it's like they made it hard for me. I'm telling you, they made it hard. Like 3 and 4 interviews at McDonald's is bizarre. And then they thought that they were being funny by doing that. But I guarantee you that it's going to be hard for them to make another dollar. Every last one of them. The most spiritual growth you will ever have is the time you spend isolated to yourself. Do you not know how much time I spent isolated to myself, my love? I spent so much time isolated to myself. I'm talking about so much time. And while I was isolated to myself, I mean, for one, y'all got to understand that if I'm a content creator and I like to create and I like to do certain things, then of course I'm going to be online from time to time. You get what I'm saying? But when it comes down to certain things I do besides online, I don't tell y'all every single thing, especially if I'm in a space where I feel safe. You get what I'm saying? If I'm in a space where I feel safe, I would never just be like willingly telling y'all all these things. You get what I'm saying? But if I'm in a space where I'm not safe, that's why I be telling y'all certain things. So I'm like, okay, well, you can't trust that person. You can't trust him, them, they, or whatever they got going on because them some liars. They're not going to tell you the truth. They want you to be in silence. You get what I'm saying? Just so they can try to distort your energy or they want to try to connect themselves to you. That's what they really want. They want to mirror energy. They want to mirror energy so bad because they don't have nothing to mirror. Oh my gosh.
There's only one person. Oh, yeah, there's 2 people. I didn't know that. I only saw one person.
Yeah, I always be by myself. I'm telling you, I always be by myself. But like I said, if I didn't get on this internet, then I kind of feel like, and I'm telling what would have happened. These people would have tried to do whatever they tried to do. You get what I'm saying? But now people know what's going on. People know these people try to steal my energy, my career. They just tried to take everything from me. And then trying to get me to be friends with certain people, trying to get me to be lovers with certain people. Like once I got to Oklahoma and I had 2 sides of family in Oklahoma, when I got to Oklahoma, it should have been, us family getting to know each other, except for instead of my uncle trying to get all in my personal business. Because I kind of feel like maybe that's where all this stuff started at, because my uncle that I didn't even know, you get what I'm saying? He tried to get in my business about my kid and all this and that type of stuff. And then I call him a bitch. I call him a bitch because he need to stay out my damn business. And I will tell anybody what I said about him. And I will tell him about what I said. You get what I'm saying? Because he think, I don't know if he thinks that I'm scared of him or whatever the case is, but when it comes down to my respect and my business, he needs to step out of it. You get what I'm saying? That's just a principle. Like, why you all in my business trying to threaten me with DHS, nigga? I just had met him. You get what I'm saying? I was literally in Oklahoma for 1 year. And then I wound up meeting my uncle Nate. I think that's what his name was. Nathaniel Nate. Yeah. I wound up meeting my uncle Nate for the first time in a long time, right? And then he wound up calling me, why your daughter ain't outside? Or it was something that, he was like, why she didn't call or something like that. She has a phone, my love. Maybe she didn't want to. You get what I'm saying? Maybe she didn't want to call. And then he sit up here threatening me. Oh, well, I'm going to call the people on you and woo, 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 woo. And then that's when all of it started. Because literally beforehand, my love, I was making money. I was doing everything that I needed to do before he got in his feelings. That's when those Mexican people, they started attacking my car. They started doing all type of wicked to me. I will tell you, but you need to do research. I'm not doing no research on nothing that's unimportant to me. I promise you, I'm not. That's unimportant. I'm not doing no research on anything that's unimportant, but I'm telling you, that's what happened when it came down to my business, Oklahoma and all. He started a bunch of mess in my life. You need to study and talk to people. I always study. I don't have a problem studying at all.
Bro, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't have a problem studying. And I ain't gonna have nobody convince me that I have an issue studying. Like, I don't have an issue with anything, really. It's like those people tried to make me an issue just because I didn't kiss their ass. Set up game, Uncle Nate, the devil. Oh yeah, I know. I already know. Cause guess what? He wouldn't have got that mad because he was trying to interfere with my business and my relationship with my child. He interfered with all that. Cause I bullshit you not. Me and my child, we didn't have no issues or nothing. My child, we had a routine. She went to school, I cook, I clean, and she makes sure I take a bath. Well, she take a bath and then I take a bath because I had to make sure that, you know, that's just how the routine that we had when we stayed in the project. That's the routine we had when we stayed in Edmond. You get what I'm saying? Like, she took a bath first, and then she'll clean the tub out because I'm just trying to make, you know, get her in the routine of taking a bath first and then cleaning the tub out. You get what I'm saying? So therefore, I can get in the tub. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of the routine that we had every single day. And it's like, after they came into our life trying to interfere and all that type of stuff, that's when things just got twisted. And that's why I learned certain things. I had to learn certain spiritual things, my love, because I wasn't into, like, I kid you not, I wasn't really into the oils. I wasn't into just a lot of things until they started spiritually attacking me the most. And then that's also what helped me strengthen my prayer life, because I understood that these people, they try to get into your mind. They try to convince you of, you know, they just try to convince you of things. Like, oh, you got to be worried about this. You got to be worried about that. Oh, be with that person. Be with that person. But no, I know he's connected to them. I know he's connected to them. So I would never be with him. I would never in this life, next life, any life, be with him or associated with their bloodline. I do not want to be associated with their bloodline at all. God will tell you to forgive people, but send the devil to hell forever, or confess he killed people, or confess he had to send us a Jesus because he can't forgive people. Crazy, ain't it? Yeah. Yeah, but see, God will tell you to forgive, but the devil won't. You get what I'm saying? And then that's another thing too. It's like the devil will lie to you, trick you, and confuse you. The devil will tell you, oh, sit in silence. Don't go talk to that person. Don't go tell that person nothing. That's the devil telling them to do that. God will tell you, man, if you want to talk to that person, talk to that person. You can build a relationship with your cousin. You can build a family with that guy over there. You don't have to date these certain people in this certain area just because they can control those people. You get what I'm saying? You can date anybody that you want to date. You don't have to just date what's in your face. You get what I'm saying? You can date whoever you want. You can be whoever you want and whatever you want. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like how some of the people, they be like, oh, you can be whoever you want. But then they'll try to strip you of your own energy, strip you of your lifestyle, strip you of your friends, family, and everything, just so they can be a part of your family. And then they want you to go find something else to be with. Like, no, like, I promise you, I'm not gonna, like, I love my sisters and my mama, everybody, daddy, and whatever. I'm not trying to find no other sisters or no dad or no other mom. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to find no other mom and shit. That shit weird. You get what I'm saying? Ain't that weird? Like, why would you want to find another mom? Why would you want to find another sister? That's stupid. But anyway, Cause guess what? Sometimes God give us certain family members, friends, and all that stuff. So guess what? We can all grow together and learn together. Because you got sometimes your mama don't know certain things because they haven't experienced it. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes we got spoiled parents. Like I know for a fact my mama was spoiled. You get what I'm saying? And then my mama and daddy's military. So I kind of feel like in certain ways I probably was kind of spoiled too a little bit. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, it's just like, yeah, it's like, you know, why go out in the world looking for other family? That's dumb. When you got family that loves you, that you was raised with, or you get what I'm saying? Like, or hell, because I wasn't raised with, like, I only got one sister that I wasn't raised with. Well, actually, I wasn't raised with Crystal, and then it was other sisters. It was, he got four mixed kids. He got four mixed kids, and then Crystal was the outside one outside of my mama, and then my mama got other four kids. You get what I'm saying? So I was only raised with the other three. Crystal wasn't in the same house with us, but when we did go stay with our dad, and when our dad was with Crystal's mama, we all was in the same house together. You get what I'm saying? What about them? What about them born without one, or them born with one and they go to prison? Wait, what you mean? And I know that's some people like, hold on, yeah, what you mean about that? My homie, 19, his dad went to prison and is homeless, and his mom is going to prison right now. Well, maybe his parents didn't teach him nothing to make the right decisions or choices. Maybe he was right along with them making bad choices and bad decisions, hurting people, torturing people, killing people. Because I know it was a guy online talking about he was out there killing people and stuff. Because guess what? If you run around killing people, my love, I promise you that's not a good thing to do, is to be a murderer or to be a hitman or a hit woman. That's not a good thing to be in life. That's why they be having to mimic people's energy, steal stuff, and you get what I'm saying? Because having that on your record, even on your spiritual record, because see, that's one thing they fail to realize too.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? That's literally what they fail to realize. Your spiritual record, it affects certain things in the physical. Because if you could be a hitman spiritually or whatever the case is, then physically certain things won't, physically certain things won't manifest in your life. But me personally, that's why I always had a mindset of working instead of stealing from people. I have the mindset of working instead of just trying to, they trying to siphon all your energy from you. Because literally that's what some people do. They siphon people's energy, and then when people call their energy back, and when people step back into their own energy, them people that will siphon the energy don't know what to do. And then they become homeless. They become dumbfounded. They don't know what to do after all they know how to do is steal, con, and manipulate and follow people. But then they're so manipulative, they don't want to confess that they was following somebody. They don't want to confess that they was siphoning energy and stealing and making life hard for other people. They don't want to confess about those things. But that's why energy is always returned. You get what I'm saying? Energy is always returned. That's why they can't just live off other people's energy their whole life and then thinking that, that person will never get back in their energy because that person never knows what they're doing. But when a person step back in their energy and realize, okay, you can't trust that person. You can't trust him or her. Why would you want a new mom or a new dad? I don't want no new mom or new dad. Hell no, I want the same old mom and pops. You get what I'm saying? The earth is tilted up to me. But yeah, that's why I pray. And guess what? Them people didn't do nothing but help me strengthen my faith. That's all they helped me do. I'm glad I didn't find no love with them, because I didn't find no love with them because they don't know what love is. You get what I'm saying? They feel like love is oh, give me. And then you give me everything that you got, and I'll just give you what I want to give you. No, that's why them people can keep whatever they tried to take from me, whether it come down to my business or whatever the case is. I'll create something better. I'll create something better that's on a more solid foundation. Because guess what? Them people will never be able to try to take from me. Even when it comes down to my identity, I'm gonna make sure that when I get money and all that type of stuff, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make sure that all my identity, I don't know why I say identity, but my identity, I'm gonna make sure all of that is tucked. So therefore they can't take my stuff. And therefore I'm gonna make sure that that's why you gotta be a faithful person. You gotta be faithful, you gotta be honest. So therefore they can't take from you. You get what I'm saying? They can't take from you. Like if you got a bunch of friends hanging around, you know, if you got a bunch of friends hanging around, one of them is the devil or one of them working for the devil because the devil sent them to be in your face. The devil sent them to be your friend just to steal from you because that's what they did to me in the projects. The devil sent my quote unquote friends that I was cool with to steal from me. And they probably paid her to do that. You get what I'm saying? And with that being said, I don't even like people that love money like that. If you love money like that to the point where you will steal from your friend that was loyal to you, that was honest from you, and that was, you know, there for you, you get what I'm saying? It's just like, that's why I don't hang with those people. You know what I'm saying? I do not hang with those people at all. They just some dishonest, they're some dishonest people. And the truth hurts them. I'm talking about anytime you speak the truth on them people, they feel like they're getting shot. They be like, ah, ah. They feel like they're getting shot and shit. Thank you. Because they felt like, oh, it's going to be so easy to manipulate that person. It's going to be so easy to get that person on our team and what the case is. It's just like, I got my own team to be a part of. I got my own team to build. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be a part of their team. Why do you think they got so many different religions? Why do you think they got so many jobs? Why do you think they got so many things that other people can be a part of? You get what I'm saying? Because everybody is not in agreement to what Muslims do. Everybody ain't in agreement to what Christians do. Everybody ain't in agreement to that. You get what I'm saying? That's why in this world, you got to find what you agree with and stick to whatever you agree with. You get what I'm saying? Versus, oh, well, I like this, that, and the third, and whatnot. Like I said, if I am a single woman, I want a single man. I don't want no man that already got 4 and 5 wives and things because I don't. When it comes down to energy, when it comes down to energy, the energy has got to be clean. Like the energy has got to be clean. I promise you. Super facts. Yes, because that's what they do. They'll distort your mind. I'm talking about had me living like I'm dirty and whatnot. Like I'm talking about you can ask my mama, sisters, and all. I'm the cleanest one out of all of them. And then I'm not saying that they're dirty, but they'll tell you because literally I thrive in cleanliness. You get what I'm saying? Like I mop the floor, I sweep, I do all those things every single day. You get what I'm saying? But when things is twisted and messed up, that's how I know people was playing in my energy. Because me, I don't rock like that. You get what I'm saying? I don't rock like that at all. Roaches and rats and things, like I don't rock like that. But that's what they do. They'll put you in an environment, well, not an environment, but they'll put you in energy because literally when you come down to that public house, you could get the rats and the roaches out of there. You get what I'm saying? Like that's a easy thing to do. But when it comes down to like people, they'll even use like literally that's how demonic they are. They will use the rats, like they will use them. They will do, I don't know what they'll do, but they'll use those rats as a way of control or something. It's so weird because that's what they do. Like it was a lady that I was cool with in the projects because in the projects I never had no rat in my house in the projects. Hell, I don't have rats in my house at all, period. You get what I'm saying? But with that being said, when it come down to the projects, the lady I invited in my home, she was supposed to be my friend, but she had brought a rat in my house. And I know it might sound weird. You'd be like, how'd she do that? She had it in her purse. Literally, she had that shit in her motherfucking purse, bitch. She came to my house one day because we all was living in the project. So my thing is, hell, if you come and just sit with me, you get what I'm saying? If you come to sit with me at my house, why is you bringing your purse? You know what I'm saying? Your house is right across there. Why is you bringing your purse if, you know what I'm saying? But see, I didn't think about that then, you know? But my love, I went upstairs because she asked me something and I should have knew then. She asked me something and then I heard in the kitchen some drawers. She opened some of my drawers in the kitchen downstairs when I was upstairs. And then next thing I know, because she was rambling through something. So I guess she put the rat in my drawer. And then next thing I know, after she left, because after she put the rat down in there, I wound up coming back downstairs to sit with her for a minute. She was like, oh, I gotta go. Like on some weird shit. And then next thing I know, I found a rat in the kitchen. It was like a rat in the kitchen. And I was like, you know how when you know certain things, you'll be like, man, I don't want to think that she did that, but she did. She did, because it was not no rats in my home at all. That's some foul shit. Yes, but I understand, like when you are divine energy, them people have to dirty your energy up some type of way. They just have to dirty it up some type of way. They got to make it seem like it is or that, or you get what I'm saying? But then they don't want to think about all the things that they have done to like, you know, when people do a lot of things to push you away, they don't understand that, oh, they was stalking that person. They was making that person seem dirty. They was making that person seem this, that, and the third, and all negative things. You get what I'm saying? That was making that person seem like just a wicked, wicked person. And with that being said, they don't think that any of that energy comes back on them. You get what I'm saying? Like they just don't think the energy be returned like that. That's facts as well. And I promise you, my love, that's why I believe in loyalty and honesty. That's why I know for a fact I'm gonna have me a good friend one day, a great husband, and all that stuff one day. I know I'm gonna have those great things one day, and therefore I'm gonna definitely have my divine children, because my children, like literally, the daughter that I have, my daughter didn't come out looking messed up. She didn't come out with no health issues. She didn't come out with anything wrong with her. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about just a perfect. I mean, even though the pregnancy wasn't perfect, because I wound up gaining a lot of weight towards the end. Towards the end of the pregnancy, I wound up gaining a lot of weight, and I started getting real tired and real black. You get what I'm saying? During my pregnancy, but you know, overall, I had a great pregnancy. Everything was fine. Even my mom, like literally, shout out to her, because the whole time I was pregnant or whatever, everything was ease. I didn't have to worry about much. I wasn't even. It's like I didn't fuss or argue or get into it with. Oh, well, I think me and Tracy, me and Tracy got into it while I was pregnant, just because she wanted to be hot and I wanted to be cold while we was in the room together, because we had slept in the same room. But I like to sleep with the fan on, and she didn't want to have the fan on that one day. So that was the only time. That was literally the only time me and her got into it when I was pregnant, because she wanted to be hot and I wanted to be cold. But then she wound up sleeping in the she wound up sleeping in the living room. You get what I'm saying? Like I want to say like maybe every other night she wound up sleeping in the living room, and then I sleep in the room. You get what I'm saying?
The heck is purple?
I can see that most women don't speak the truth. Yeah, they don't. They hide. They hide behind materialism. They hide behind their man. They hide behind their kids. They hide behind a lot of things. But me personally, that's why I'm just out in the forefront with it, because my love, I don't want anybody to experience, you know, delay. You get what I'm saying? Like, and then when you turn around and think about it, delay for what? It's 50 states in the United States. It's countries as well. Then not only that, it's over 1 billion jobs in this whole United States, the 50 states and over the country. You get what I'm saying? It's literally so many jobs that you can work at. Now, in one place, like I said, Oklahoma, they made it hard for me to work over there. Like even in Mississippi, like literally Mississippi, I could tell you the different jobs that I've had. I worked at the phone company. I worked at Boost Mobile. I worked at certain health. No, I didn't work at healthcare in Mississippi, but I worked at casinos. I worked at Boost Mobile.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, is those the only 2 jobs I've worked at? Oh yeah, I did housekeeping and dishwashing. So those were the main 3 jobs that I worked at in Mississippi was housekeeping, dishwashing, Boost Mobile, and then I worked at the Shell station. So those were the kind of the 4 jobs that I wound up, you know, just staying at, you know, in Mississippi. And in Oklahoma, I worked at McDonald's, Burger King. I worked at the museum doing housekeeping or janitor. I didn't do no housekeeping in Oklahoma. Oh, I did work at a loan place, and that was a good place that I worked at. That I'm like, okay, I worked at a loan place in Oklahoma, and I worked at Boost Mobile in Mississippi. So those are jobs that I never kind of repeated. You get what I'm saying? And the reason why is because The reason why I never worked at, well, I tried to work at Boots Mobile in Oklahoma, but those jobs, people like literally people like those type of jobs because it's like you have your own key to the store. And then it's, man, like literally working at a phone company is top tier. Cause literally and I'm this type of person, like I said, I always be on the internet. So I always be advertising for the store that I work at. So with that being said, like so many people had like cricket phones or Metro phones when I worked at Boost Mobile. And so many people just came to Boost Mobile just to get a phone just because I was working there. Literally. They only wanted to get a phone from them because I was working there. But other than that, they was like, I'm gonna keep my, whatever they got going on. Even my mama was asking me, like one day my mama was asking me about phones. You know what I'm saying? Even though she always have her own company, but she'd be asking me certain things. She's like, girl, I remember you was working at Boost Mobile. Fix this for me on this phone. You know what I'm saying? She's like, fix this for me. Put this app on my phone. Like even old people that come in Boost Mobile, they be like, help me put this app on my phone. I know he got some grandkids. I know he got some grandkids that can help him do that. We're in a time where most are under strong delusion refuse to believe what's real. And you know what? That's the issue. That's the issue because people would like to you get how can I say blindsided by the TV. That's why Kevin Lamar was like, Kendrick Lamar was like, turn the TV off. You get what I'm saying? Because literally that's what everybody needs to do. Because really, I kid you not, I have TVs in my house in Oklahoma. I have TVs there, but I don't really watch the TV like that. I'll listen to the music more often. I like first I would listen to the music with the words. Then I started, finding love for the music without the words. You get what I'm saying? Because the music without the words helped me sit with my own thoughts, helped me sit in my own intuition. It just, television. Oh, yes, that's what it is. Television. And them people be thinking that's real. You get what I'm saying? They be thinking that's real and they get confused with the lifestyle. They get confused with the lifestyle, my love, because literally those music videos that we see is not an everyday thing. Because I know some dudes in the hood, my love, that have made I know some dudes in the hood that have literally made music videos and stuff. That stuff ain't real, and people be getting confused by it. They be getting confused by that stuff, and they be thinking that their life should be, a movie every single day, and they think their life should be a music video every day. They be like, oh, I'm going to go buy this expensive car, knowing damn well you got bills to pay and kids to feed. You get what I'm saying? Because literally half that money to spend on that nice car, $600 a month on a car note is too much for me. Like literally, when I went to this tall bald guy, like literally, I liked the car note that I had over there. I was paying only $200 a month for my car note, and I had to pay that only for 2 years. And I was literally on my first year paying it off, and then I'm like, okay, bam, if I paid it off and I paid that 1 year, so I know I can, what I'm saying? I know I can do another year with paying $200 a month. You get what I'm saying? Like that is nothing to pay. Like I kid you not. But that's when that freak accident happened. And then the police had towed my car. And then this one guy that I met, because I was working at Casey's, so I could have still had my car, but around that time, like it was raining and there's just so much weird stuff going on with the Oklahoma weather. And then and literally the guy, this older guy, he was going to pay for me to get my car out the thing, because literally my car was in a tow for 1 day and they said it was like $300 to get out. And I was like, they can keep that car. You get what I'm saying? Like they can keep it because I don't have the $300 to pay. So with that being said, I wound up, did I get another car after that? Oh yeah, I got another car after that. I wanted to get in, because that was the Dodge I had. And then I wound up getting the Hyundai Accent after that. But then when I got the Hyundai Accent, it's like people was infiltrating the business in the car lot. People, you know what I'm saying? They was infiltrating that business, because the next thing I knew, them people was too busy worried about my payment and stuff. Like I always pay them people. Like literally, I was behind almost a month. Literally, I was almost behind a month. and I wind up paying the people the whole like look $400 at one time. You get what I'm saying? Paid my card, then they gave me my card. You get what I'm saying? I mean, they didn't come get my shit. You get what I'm saying? But with that being said, that's why I'll get another card because I don't owe nobody shit, and I never did, and I never will owe anybody anything. Especially after all the torture and torment that these people have done. Child, they done, you know, they got they payment by torture. You get what I'm saying? They got their payment by torture, my love. Because guess what? I don't owe nobody shit. Never did, never will. I don't owe no man no kid. I don't owe no man nothing. You get what I'm saying? That's why I promise you, when it come down to the man that I choose, it's definitely not gonna be the man that I used to date. It's definitely not gonna be the man that I used to like or anything like that. I want somebody completely new. I want people completely different. You get what I'm saying? And the reason why is because of you got people that don't even know you. They'll be like, oh, you this, you know what I'm saying? Like people don't even know you, but they'll sit around here and try to get in on something because they think it's something to get in on. Like when the police arrested me, my love, they thought they had them a criminal. My grandma do that. But yeah, they thought they had them a criminal child when they arrested me. And that was the funny part because the police was like, he thought he had something. Like I'm talking about, he thought he hit the jackpot, my love. He talking about some why you ain't giving me your name? After y'all abused me? Really, sir? Really, sir? You asking for my name after y'all abused me? I said, I'll tell y'all my name when I get to the county. He said, well, of course I didn't say it like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I was mad. So of course, I didn't say it like that. But anyway, I said, I'll give y'all my name when I get to the county, my love. And then he was like getting frustrated because I wouldn't tell my name. This bitch, he was getting so frustrated. And I was like, yeah, you didn't ask my name when y'all was abusing me. Y'all didn't ask my name then. Yeah, you interfering with the investigation. How am I interfering with y'all investigation? Y'all abuse me. Like, I don't have to speak to y'all after you abuse me. The fuck? But he was like, and then when I told him my name, and then they so wild because that's how you know they did one right thing, is that them men police officers, when they abused me, they didn't search me at all because them dumbos, my ID was in my jacket pocket the whole time. You get what I'm saying? So if they really wanted to know who I was, they could have just went in my jacket pocket and they would have found out. But see, that's the only right thing they did. You get what I'm saying? That's literally the only right thing they did was they didn't search me. But anyway, yeah. So I wound up telling that bitch my name, and then he put my name in the computer, and then he was like, and on the computer, I was like, all clear. So I'm thinking they gonna let me go. But see, they didn't let me go because they had abused me. You get what I'm saying? They didn't let me go because they had abused me already. So with that being said, they had wound up just go ahead and taking me to jail because they was like, I don't know. They should have let me go, but they didn't. They ran my name. Oh, everything's clear. And I was like, I told you. Or something I said, like the fuck I said. That's what I said. Like, after he ran my name. Oh, everything's clear. Like the fuck I said. But anyway, my love, like I said, let me get up off of here. And tell a nigga I said, fuck him. Have a good one, my love.